G'day and welcome back to Duckzorly Gaming, and welcome back to our Let's Play series on Sosnovka Not Extreme. So we are still right busy at it with our harvesting of canola in field 1, and also simultaneously harvesting sugar beets down on field 4. So we're just about to offload the combine now. We're going to sort of get a little bit early because it's going to fill us up anyway. So there's no point waiting. We might as well just keep him merrily travelling on while we go and offload this into the semi-trailer, into the tipper, and then head off down and offload our sugar beet harvester that's sitting there waiting patiently. Now, as we get full, thank you. All right, I'll go around this way actually. Yeah, so we've basically picked up virtually where we left off last time. I think we've done one or two more empties, but that's basically, we haven't really done that much because I figured that it's nice to share some of this sort of stuff, the transportation side of it. I mean, we do a lot of the ploughing and the harvesting and all that sort of stuff, but in regards to filling up an overload and then going off and transporting that to the semi-trailer, so we've not got semi-trailers running around on the fields and compacting it all. That stuff we haven't really done a lot of, but we are starting to do a lot more. And sort of, I guess, in a way, even before our upcoming Lone Oak series, or actually the Lone Oak series might well be live by the time you're seeing this anyway. But we are actually starting to play probably a little bit more realistically anyway, by the fact of keeping, as I've just stuffed that up entirely, purely from the fact that we're not taking the heavy trucks onto the field and compacting it and all that sort of stuff, and using wide-tired tractors and overloaders to disperse the weight and not compact the soil and all that sort of stuff. I mean, it's stuff that the farmers will sort of naturally be top of their mind to make sure they look after their fertile soil as best they can, because at the end of the day, that's what's making them the money. So so yeah, I mean, it's a little bit different. It's what we haven't really done previously in all the 200 or so videos we've done prior to this, but that's what we're going to do now. Anyway, all right, so we've finished off. We're going to shut him off for now. We're going to head on over to our Xerion over here, and we're going to offload the sugar beet harvester, which is right behind us. And again, very similarly, when we're using our Xerion with the big wide knock-in tyres and all that sort of stuff, and we're really sort of setting everything up at the behest of looking after our ground as best we possibly can. All right. So we're going to offload this. Won't quite fill us up with the overloader, but we're going to go and empty this off anyway. So the sugar beet harvester will continue. He's probably got another 3 runs in him to finish this field, which means we'll probably have to empty him another 3 times, I suppose, thereabouts. We'll see. We'll see. We might well be wrong, but we'll find it eventually. Obviously, this trailer configuration that we've got here, the tipper configuration, we've got more than enough storage for this field, so we won't need to offload the truck until he's basically finished this this field. But that's okay. And in fact, we're not going to do that. We're going to do that when we get alongside the trailer, because we don't want to be doing what we did last time. Now this should basically probably almost fill up this now why isn't it not? There we go. This should go close to filling this up. And if it does, we'll just come around and empty the rest into the A trailer and we'll be good to go. So there he goes, the harvester's on his way back up again. Now he's back at, what's he at now? I have real trouble reading that. 33%. There's another 20 odd thousand litres. And there we go. So we've filled up the B trailer. So now we'll just turn around and go drop the rest of this in the A trailer. So we may actually well need to offload. Got a few more beats than what we thought we did. Knew that was going to happen. All right. Offload the rest here. Now I think what we'll do is, because he's so quick at loading up, we'll go present ourselves ready to offload the sugar beet harvester straight away. Alright, so what we've got to do after we do this, so once we've done this field here, I think what we should do is we've already cultivated and fertilized field 7, so that's already got one grade on there. We need to plough field 2 and fertilize field 2 and field 9. We need to come and harvest on field 10 down below here, which is fine. But this guy here is going to take some time. It's going to take us a while to finish harvesting up here. So that'll keep us busy. We may have to do a bit of that one off camera, because we've got to get it harvested before the end of autumn, and that includes the other field down south, field 10. So having that smaller and slower harvester, while it is more realistic, it does take more time, and that's part of the battle you have. And I mean, as much as I said previously that using the bigger capacity stuff is good in that regard, and the fact that you can get things done nice and quick, it's not quite the same. So I mean, who knows, what we might do instead is we might just look at buying another harvester and having the 2 combines. That may be a more logical solution, and then actually have 3 fields, or it'll only be 2 fields underway, arable crop wise anyway. So what we'll do is we'll just empty him now while we're here. Well, we'll try and empty him if we get a break at the right time. So our New Holland is 87%. So once we've offloaded this, and we'll just move off to the side, we'll head back up north, and we'll get our star, and we'll go and do some offloading. I went to the wrong one, didn't I? Where are we? It must be down here. There he is. All right. So now we'll go and find our combine. Now, where is he exactly? He's over the other side, so we'll take the shortcut through the field, and we'll go empty him off. So hope everyone is doing nice and well. Everyone is safe. My good friend Aussie Medic, I know him and his wife are battling at the moment, so best wishes to you guys. I hope everything gets sorted there as soon as possible, and certainly think of you quite regularly to sort of see on how you're going. But yeah, and anyone else that's got any family or friends that are sick, then certainly we wish them all the best, and for a speedy recovery. I know firsthand that it can be very taxing when you have sick family members, but anyway. Alright, offload him and then he'll continue on again. What we might do, actually, we might just speed the time up a bit, because we don't need to be at 1 times. We should be on 5 times at least for this season cycle. Now, grass, there. So we've still got field 10. Now, field 10 is going to take us some time as well. So I think once we finish up here with the sugar beets, we may well buy another harvester, and certainly get that underway. Because ideally, the other thing we should have done here was actually run 2 harvesters. In fact, that's what we'll do. We'll buy another harvester. Let's do it now. We're going to buy another harvester, and when we do field 10, we'll do it with dual combines. So we're going to select that, buy. And yes, that means it's going to take us a little bit longer to buy our field. All right, there we go. So we've got another combine there ready to go. So we're going to move down to field 10. In fact, we'll move that down to field 10 now, and we'll have it there ready to go. So we'll head on over to the shop. And there he is. All right. So I'll transport him down to the shop, like I said. And, transport him from the shop down to the field. And he can sit there and be waiting for when we take the other combine down, and then we'll set them up on a course, play course, run them in convoy mode, which if you haven't seen that already, why have I missed that? It's another great function of course play, and we'll set that up, and then we'll really be busy. We won't really be busy, but it'll certainly add another depth of work we have to deal with while we're there. Alright, so away we go. Our sugar beet harvester is almost full again. So what we might do is we might actually go via field 4. So we'll turn off through the farm and we'll head over there and unload the sugar beet harvester, and then we'll continue on down to field 10. One thing we haven't actually concentrated on either, and I haven't shown you much of, is our chickens. A lot of that I've actually done off camera, admittedly, and we have now got, I think we got something that's just shy of 400 chickens. We're running the enhanced chicken pack as part of this map, and we've got it set for breeding chickens. So we haven't got the eggs running; we're just breeding chickens. So they're steadily away, and I think it was the start of the last episode. I actually, or just before the start of the last episode, I actually went through and refilled up the straw and gave them some more seed and filled up their water. So they'll be good for another couple of days. But we'll go check on them. If not this episode, probably the next episode, we'll go and check in to see how they're going, just so you can sort of see that all going. This is the piggery over here, and the cows, which are not getting any use at all because we're not doing any. So that's okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is single down here now. We're just going to park the combine here. We're going to go for a bit of a run. We'll go up here and grab the Xerion, we'll offload. So he's going to have 2 runs left. So this run he's doing now, then the little bit just to clean up. And then field 4 will be done. So it won't even be a full load for the next one. Oh, it might be close. Actually, it's wider than what I thought it was going to be. Okay, so he can just stay there. We'll head back and get the combine moving again. So our other combine, the other New Holland, is at 40%, just coming on to 40%. So he's still got a fair way to go. So we don't need to worry about dealing with him as yet. Now, I could have quite easily sort of taken this up and helped out on field 1, but because the play course is already sort of set, it would mean I'd have to redo another play course and adjust it. I couldn't really put on just follow me, because that would sort of not work very well, because basically this guy would be cutting where the primary was going to be coming through and cutting on the next trip round anyway. So we're just going to leave that as it is. We'll most likely finish that field after this episode. We'll probably finish that, or close to finishing it, off camera, and we'll come back and do dual combines, like I said, for field 10 in the next episode. Oh, we'll cut that a bit close. Alright, so there's our field just off there in the distance. So we won't unfold or disconnect the header or anything as yet. We'll just park it over here in preparation. And then we're nice and close to the other additional silo system we put in. So we can also just dump directly into there instead of taking it back up to the main farm. Noting that the main farm will probably have a fair bit in there once we finish this current loads anyway. Alright, so let's go back and find our star again and get ready to offload. Whoops, there he is. Alright, and our combine is up the other end there somewhere. So we'll go off and find him. So I hope you're enjoying doing all this transportation type work. It's part and parcel of what we need to do. It certainly does make, like I said before, it makes a welcome change to doing the same thing all the time. But if you don't like it, you don't want to see any of this, then let me know. Let me know in the comments. If you'd like to see more of it, let me know in the comments. And if there's any other part of the farming you would actually like to see a bit more of, then please do not hesitate to let me know. Happy to oblige where we possibly can. I think he must be gone down south by now. Let's have a look. Yeah, he has. Probably would have been better off staying where we were. That's okay. I don't know if you heard that knocking. That was my steering wheel. It doesn't sound very healthy. We might have to invest in a new wheel with this one having been playing up the way it has been. Alright, so what's he at? He's only at 56%. Oh, he started his up-down runs now, so he's north-south runs. That's okay. Alright. So we don't want to pick up from him anyway until he's on the downward run, because we don't want to go in and make a mess of the crop. So what we'll do is we'll head up the northern end and we'll start from up there. So we just come back from up here again. That's okay. We could offload what we've got now, but I don't think we'll bother. We'll wait until we've got a full load. Cover them. So many bits of equipment where I've got the engines left on. It's lucky we're making so much fuel, I don't have to worry about fuel costs. Actually, one of the things I haven't been taking any notice of is maintenance. I'm not sure. We're going to be getting close with some maintenance for some of this equipment. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. And possibly take some of the gear in to maintain. In fact, let's have a look. Right, so what's he got? 15 days for maintenance. Oh, we've got a few days, a few engines. Oh, that one needs some maintenance. What we'll do, actually, we can do that right now. We can turn him off, lower the header, disconnect. Now, we should be able to, yeah. So he's parked up here at the shop. I can't remember the reason why we parked up here at the shop, but anyway, we can come in here to the maintenance bay here, and we should be able to maintain him now. Right, repair. So $3,500, so he's now repaired. So if we jump back into him now, and 36 days or 30 engine hours, so he's good to go again. So yeah, we have to keep an eye on that as we go into all our equipment. Some of our trucks and that I think will be very, very close to requiring maintenance. So we'll have to keep a close eye on those. Alright, so we can leave him there now. Back at our beet harvester, he's almost full again. Get on up here and grab our Xerion. What's he at exactly? Oh, he's going to go to the end, and we'll empty him at the end because he'll have enough to take the rest of that. There's not that much up through there. And then we'll be able to pack up the beet harvester and put him away for a while. For a couple of months. I'm hoping he's not going to do a sharp turn or anything here all of a sudden. He's just going to finish up. Which he has. We'll offload him. He's finished work. We'll offload, then we'll be finished work. And everyone will be happy. Oh, well, there you go. I'm going to have to come back and unload from him again. And in fact, this will fill the truck up, I'm pretty sure. So we are going to have to go and offload the truck and then come back and do the last of our sugar beets. A little bit of jumping from left to right. I don't know if it's actually the steering wheel or just the software itself. Oh, I've overcooked it. Oh no, I just did it okay. What's he got in here? We've got 141 success 300, so yeah, we're not going to better. So what we're going to have to do is take the Mac and offload. And off we go. So we're going to offload all this into the sugar beet storage, which is the custom storage building that was built for Johnny Vee by Andy, our good friend GtX, from LS Mod Company. And so we're going to offload another 300,000 litres of sugar beets. So we'll head off down through here into the farm. In fact, what we'll do is we'll do that off camera, so we'll sign off from there. So thanks very much for watching. Actually, no, we won't. No, we won't. What am I doing? We'll finish it off. It's not going to take long. We're going to do it. Alright, so it's just in this building here. So I mean, I don't know why I was thinking that. Too many different thoughts at once. That's the problem. Right, so the gates automatically open and close. As you can see, there's our sugar beets down below. So we'll drive on in and unload. Let's keep on driving through. Unload our second. Now I'm not sure what the total capacity is of this building actually, but we're going to have to be getting fairly close because we've got a fair whack of beets in here. Alright, so we're offloaded. peel our way out, and we'll just have a look and see how much is in there. The reason why I'm doing that is because it doesn't come up on the in-game display. So we've got 500,000 litres. That means we've got some left in here. Yeah, it beats a full. So we've got 500,000 litres of sugar beets. So we're going to have some sugar beets left over. So we'll have to work out what we're going to do. That we'll probably have to sell them. Anyway, so as I said before, thanks very much for watching. This has been Duckzorly at Duckzorly Gaming here on Sosnovka Not Extreme. I look forward to seeing you back here very, very soon as we continue on with harvesting of our last 2 fields before we head into winter. Don't forget to press the like button and also the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, and press that alarm bell to make sure you get notifications of when we have episodes coming out and also when we are live streaming. Until next time, thanks very much for watching. See you later.